Let's talk about something else instead. If you think.
But keep it to yourself. People don't.
As long as I'm not.
You're very probably right.
For the honor of magic.
But keep it to yourself.
Show me your goods.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently. You have to watch what you tell people.
Rely on
Let's
somebody.
keep it to yourself. People don't need to every time.
There must be something about that story. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
You're
That's
very
how it
probably
goes.
right. Let's talk about something else instead.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
There must be something about that story after all.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
For the honor of magic, your decision to join the magicians of water was right. Be welcome, brother. For the honor of magic.
I want to acquire magic writings.
Let's talk about something else instead. I would like to be in his shoes, though, because
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
That story after all.
it was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Same old story
I'm not listening
every
to all the
time.
blathering anymore.
Some people never learn.
Some people. Let's talk about something else instead. If you think. People always talk.
Keep it to yourself. People always talk.
Hang on. Listening to all the better not go rushing into anything.
Wasn't very clever.
That won't happen again.
There was a time when things
You're in trouble. That's how it goes. There must be something about that story after all.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
People always talk. May I pass through?
That won't happen again.
Well, that was it. That won't happen again.
There was a time when things would have gone very different. I'm not listening to all that blathering
If you think.
Show me your goods. Will you train me?
If you have enough ore.
Hold on, who's talking to me? You are talking to me? How did you get into my head? You are what? The servant of your master? You seem to be a creature from hell. You want me to be silent? Is your master's name perhaps Xardas? Oh right, so names are not important. Okay. I'll just assume that this here is the Tower of Xardas. I have to talk to your master. Me? Unworthy? What kind of test? I understand. Whoever wants to talk to your master must prove worthy first. Hold on, what was that? The proof? Victory over what? Victory over the elements? Stone? Ice? Fire? Here's the heart of a stone golem. What? Right! Worthy proofs! Missing? 2 are still missing? Is this heart of an ice golem the proof? Duality? The second proof? 1 is still remaining? What about this heart of a fire golem? Perfection? I'm worthy? If that's the case, I'd like to speak to your master now. Counter evidence? What kind of counter evidence? A rune? A rune for me? Well, then I'll accept the rune of teleportation as a sign of worthiness. Mortal? Who? Me? Okay, I'm on my way.
dares to disturb me in my studies?
My name is...
I don't wish to know your name. It's insignificant. All that matters is that you're the first person in years to have solved my golem's riddles.
Have there been any other visitors?
Not many. And when they began to annoy me, I confronted them with one of my supernatural creatures.
You enjoy being on your own, don't you? All the magicians of fire are dead! Gomez had them assassinated.
That does not surprise me. Those foolish barbarian butchers in the castle, especially Gomez, were never to be trusted. Caristo and the other magicians elected their own hangman when they helped Gomez to usurp the power.
I was sent by Saturas. We need your help. The magicians of water plan to use their big Ore Mound.
The Ore Mound is not the solution.
It isn't?
No.
The so-called sleeper is said to be an evil archdemon. That's what the Brotherhood in the swamp found out. Now the magicians of water believe that everybody in the colony is in great danger.
There is a greater danger than anyone within the barrier could possibly imagine.
If the explosion of the Ore Mound doesn't avert the great danger...
Forget the Ore Mound. Its power won't open the barrier. If Caristo and Saturas hadn't wasted their time fighting over foolish and vain issues throughout the past years, they'd all know what I know now.
Which is?
None of the 12 magicians ever stopped to wonder why the formation of the barrier got beyond their control, or why it assumed such gigantic proportions.
Did you find out why that happened?
Well, one thing is certain. The answer lies deep beneath the Orc Town.
The Orc Town?
Orcs are not animals, as many people think. Their culture is as old as the human culture. A few centuries ago, 5 Orc Shaman invoked a very old archdemon, which they hoped would give their clan the power to defeat their enemies.
This archdemon, was it the Sleeper?
The Orcs gave him that name much later. But I won't tell you why they did it, or why they are now terrified by this supernatural creature.
Why not?
I believe you could be... No. To be really sure, you'll have to perform another task.
Which task?
Listen carefully. The Orcs have exiled one of their shamans from the town.
Why have they exiled him?
The dying Orc warrior was no longer able to answer that question when he was interrogated by one of my demons.
What does this Orc Shaman have to do with my task?
He'll tell you the rest of the story about the Sleeper.
An Orc Shaman is hardly likely to be keen on talking to me.
Do you want me to help you or do you not?
Well, yes, but...
Then never question my words again. Find the Shaman. He's not on good terms with his brothers in the Orc Town, so he may listen to you before turning you into a living torch.
Very comforting. Where is this exiled shaman?
Go to the old citadel in the east. You can't miss it. It's on top of a high mountain, which can be seen from a distance.
Can you just enter it?
They call it the old citadel, but there's hardly anything left of it other than the foundation walls. It's been a ruin for many decades.
I will get the answers from this shaman.
My servant has already given you a teleportation rune for the pentagram 1 floor below. That will make it easier for you to get back here later.
I'm seeking magic knowledge.
Have you spoken to Xardas?
The whole thing's not the way you think.
What do you mean? He needs to find a way how to blow up the Ore Mound.
The Ore Mound, it's grown very high.
Find Xardas. He needs to help.